toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Dotson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops looking for a chance today.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Offense changing the play. Lost to throw again. Wide out trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Arizona State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. You know, Eric Crouch might be the fastest Husker quarterback I've ever seen until now.
And that's a big compliment. But you watch just the burst, take off from the quarterback spot, be a threat. Defenses are so annoyed when you got a quarterback that can take off and put yourself in a bind like this.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Dotson. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a man on the left.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Let's take a second about Arizona State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these...
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Harrison.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Dotson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peppers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Peppers. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Cornhuskers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got the tight end there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. This defense in front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Laterals it back. Bringing the heat. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Looking for space. It's Hayes. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He wants to throw it again. Big fella moving. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Grove. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Let's go. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrison.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Rowe. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a double pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult.
There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Harrison. Wide open spaces. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Buys a little extra time. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, a double pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. Got his man all by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Squirrel. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Under fire. He's going to throw deep right side. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. At the 35, he's open. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Grove. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback making checks. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Grove. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dobbs. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. Going right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Throwing right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Now on the return. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Runs through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for force him out of bounds and no gain on the play. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Touchdown, Arizona State! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They're now in really good shape to into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Dobbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. It makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The give as they work on that clock. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Hand off from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed behind the line. It's Witherspoon. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the back. There he goes.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.